a short time.
This will have representatives from 9 denominations who actually pastor somewhere in the neighborhood of about 10 million people. And we're going to, first of all, equip them with the information they need to know about what they can say and what they cannot say in the church that would violate their 501c3 status with the IRS. In fact, we're going to have the IRS administrator there. We're going to have the Attorney General, Eric Holder, there. We're going to have the lawyers organization from around the country, the ACLU, all giving ministers guidance on what they can and cannot do, all giving ministers guidance on what they can and cannot do, so what they can and cannot do, so what they can and cannot do.
Let's be real. I want to be real about something with these vaccines, since the whole vaccine jumped off today, right? So I want to be real about it. First of all, everybody should take the vaccine.
First of all, everybody should take the vaccine. Okay? Everybody should take the vaccine. Should take the vaccine. Should take the vaccine. Everybody should take the vaccine. Okay? Should take the vaccine.
Right. Now on the flip side, I understand why black people don't want to take the vaccine. Black people don't want to take the goddamn vaccine because they don't trust your white ass. That's what it really comes down to. Black people do not trust what white people are going to put in that goddamn vaccine because they don't watch white people destroy them over and over and over and over again. And if we ain't learned nothing from Nazi Germany, we learned that them Germans, they knew how to kill you right through their medical system. They was killing every injured or maimed or paraplegic in the entire country. Was doping them up, killing them, doing all kinds of shit to them. So I understand how black people think, but take the goddamn vaccine shot. Stop listening to the conspiracy theorists out here. The vaccine ain't worse than the crack era was. If you lived through the crack era, then all right, then you know the vaccine ain't worse. Okay? You lived through the heroin era of the 60s and 70s when niggas was looking like creatures from outer space, blown up hands and feet. Hands 10 times the size that they are, then you ain't got nothing to worry about because you know that it ain't worse than that.
Should take the vaccine. Should take the vaccine.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Recha HaQuadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Also, a sincere shalom to the elect. That is peace to the elect Israelites. Okay, I want to go on this video here that the elder brother and elder Yashawamba of Remnant Save 144. And here we go. There you go. I mean, this has been going on and on. But the head of ISUBK itself, General YAHANNA, has, made the statement clear. It's officialized that everyone should max out. Okay? That's what he said. And I'm going to a little what he said. He said the crack era is nowhere near worse than this. And nobody's haven't seen what the outcome of this even is. And he even admitted that in the time of Germany and the bio warfare, what happened. He even admitted that. He even knows that. He literally told you right to your face. And then this is what he tells you to do. He tells you to max it out. Right? And I'll get a comment too on the actual video.
You're gonna spread the damn corona to everybody.
It's nobody's agreeing with this as on his channel. At least not a lot of people. Somebody got on here and says, "Take the max. You have clearly been compromised, General YAHANNA. First Tariq Nasheed with gifting, whatever he got going on, and now you selling your people out. You got an issue with abortions, but no issue with maxes, right? It was a biological weapon that disseminated Native Americans smallpox, which was placed in blankets and given to Native Americans as gifts. And here you are telling us to trust our oppressor. Isn't anything sacred?" Shaking my head. So the smallest things, as we can see, is what can take you out quicker. Now he did go into the crack and the heroin. Well, who did that? How did that get here? What was the outcome of that? Meaning that Jake is being attacked on all different kind of levels, right? Jake is being shook up on all different levels. Now, all these things that he said, but his vid still stays up. Wonder why. But I'll also get into in a second why he's able to do and say what he says, and why he's saying what he's saying. If you missed the video yesterday, let me go on here. It says, "My brother, please investigate who's giving us this thing. You will be surprised." So many comments. I agree. I had to rewind to make sure I heard correctly. They was agreeing with the comment I just made. Everybody's saying he sold out. He was Baptist, aka anointed by the high priest. His name was called John the Baptist. Okay. Army of Israel headquarters. He said, "Ak, you know damn well it's not true. Being baptized is nothing like being anointed." Okay, they got something going on in the comment board. Okay. So they got a lot going on this comment board. Somebody said, "I will not be taking the max." General, you mentioned all the reasons why so-called black people should not take the max. That's what I just said. I'm actually just reading this comment. Everything he said was the reason not to, right? But I'm curious to how and why. How can you fix your mouth to tell the community to take this? I'm not going to say what it is, because you didn't give any good reason. So if you notice in the beginning, he said, max it out. That's what he said. Go ahead and max out. But then he goes on to say, I get it, because they did this and did that. Their whole platform is to teach against this man and his system and what he's doing. But I remember he said Bath Reeves, a man of the U.S. military, had the mark of the beast. He said Christianity is the mark of the beast. He said the white man's philosophy is the mark of the beast. Everything of the white man is the mark of the beast. But what is this? You see where it goes? This can't be the mark of the beast. I'm talking about in these guys' ideology. Huh. That sounds crazy, right? Let's go over here. He said something about come away from them conspiracy theories. I got a site here called isohealthy.org. Here's a clip. According to the IRS, the 501c3 Christian churches, ministries, and organizations may not do the following: expose conspiracies. That's why he said that. Remember, these 501c3 guys, them, Nathaniel of Bishop of IUIC, they have to have conferences. And this is why they have these conferences of of the men's conference or whatever they want to call it. These are conferences set up by the government. Don't believe me? You look it up for yourself. And they don't care. As long as you teach and push what we tell you to teach and push, or the money stops. You cannot criticize the New World Order. Now, I'm not making this up, because you have to have an IRC, Internal Revenue Code. The Internal Revenue Code, if you violate that, you don't get the write-off. Now, this man, the general, he found the niche. He's a hustler, so he's found a way to take black people out of prison, put them in these halfway houses. I know, because I know how it gets down. They put them in these halfway houses, get the food stamps and the benefits from them, take all their food stamps, take their money, right? Take the food stamps, buy food, open up these big food soup kitchens, right? Pass out some food, give them a little housing or a place to stay, and he capitalizes off the top. Meanwhile, he can get the donations that coming in. It's tax exempt, and you make out like a really fat rat. Over time, you get rich, right? It goes on to say, I don't know, it's a whole bunch of stuff on here about what you can do. Criticize well-known public figures or institutions the IRS deems worthy. So this maxing thing, the IRS is involved in that. Why? Because the hospitals got the 501c3. And with that, you are not to criticize that either. That's in another article I just read yesterday. So these guys, Nate and this guy, and they don't even get along, but they pretty much are in over their heads. Now things are moving. I don't know if they really didn't truly believe, or maybe they did at one time and it's our way to capitalize and make the cash. I don't know. But we do know that if you don't follow the code, and the code tells you right here, you cannot criticize any public figures or institutions that the IRS deems worthy, such as the bankers, the Hollywood, the movie industry, the medical industry. You can't come against that. That's why they would never do videos on that. This is not made up. This is not made up. This is exactly when I'm reading, and when you go through the research, this is legitimately, and I could go on and on. It's a whole lot of things they cannot do. That's the trap. They're locked in. Isaiah 56 and looks like 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. I read this in the other video. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Why? Because a dumb dog does not warn you what's happening. They just laid back. Go ahead and max out. You be good. It says, yea, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough. This is what we went into about their charitable organization. Right? Now, there's nothing wrong with 501c3s, but there is something wrong with 501c3s, and you're teaching it, the word of the Most High. Right? And they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, everyone for his gain from his quarter. All these guys that are set up under that 501c3, all of them finding a way to link and make that money. Okay? Let's go back to the comment. I mean, some of these I haven't seen. So I'm just actually going through it. Somebody said, I don't agree with you, brother, with maxing it out. Okay? It should alarm you that we are headed toward a society where you will have to offer up unlimited access to your veins in exchange for permission to live a normal life. So when we kept saying the mark of the beast, right? Now we seen here with the maxing thing. The first thing he said is, "I seen crackheads do worse than that. Have you ever seen a heroin addict? Oh man, it's the worst thing in the world." He's actually comparing the worst thing in the world to the worst thing in the world. You know, if you know what I'm saying. It's all in one correlation. It's all designed together. It's different levels of terrorism to you. GMO foods. So I guess he'll say, well, GMO foods is better, so you take the bad from the worst. GMO foods, bioterrorism, right? The television, the music, right? Your health, the air you breathe. If I had time to think of 100 things more, I would. But they all work together. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You can't. It's the same thing he said with the chip. So the white man don't need a chip to enslave you. Yeah, he does. The whole world, and it ain't the white man. It's the Most High. Anyway, somebody said I disagree. Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice saying, "Come out of her, my people, that you may be not partakers of her sins, and receive not her plagues." Oh man, they cutting the general up on the comment board. Somebody said, "What? Wait." Oh man, I'm not even going to read all of them. I'm just going into it. Who is here to hear General YAHANNA say, "Take the max it out"? Take the max. Yeah, oh man, this is crazy. Y'all might go check the video out. Somebody said, "Damn, I'm disappointed in you. I thought you knew y'all." See, everybody's waking up. Everybody's waking up. Man, this is crazy. To eat, somebody said Pfizer. Right? Wow, this is crazy. You are sinning, taking the max. It has pig in it. Blue crab too. Somebody said he got a lot of people. Somebody said House of Saul. Somebody said big up General YAHANNA. But brother, man, I ain't taking no max. I'm not maxing it out. To hell with that. Oh man. I haven't heard one. I haven't seen one comment where somebody said they're gonna. Oh man, somebody said, hold up. Taking the max is the official position of the ISUPK. Well, Scooby Doo. I would have never thought I heard this come from the ISUPK. It's a crying shame. Y'all drinking fine cognac, or whiskey out of hospital cups. The glass is designed for those spirits that allow you to smell the spirits and preserve it the better. Okay, real Hebrew Israelites don't follow this fool. Oh man. I have nothing else to say. That's all I have on that. Shalom.